Hi everyone, it's Lulu. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a simple no blend option for U-part wigs because Divas Wigs decided to sponsor a unit that is not my texture. Inside I have a brush, my hair information about hair care, and a wig cap that I'm not going to use because it's not relevant. Here is the cap construction for the U part. I do have two clips, a comb in the back of the part, a stabilizer, and I have combs on each side. So we have maximum security with this wig and the adjustable straps and comb in the back. I don't like the idea of having two clips in the front because they can be damaging and cause balding in your hair, but total package, they did a good job on this wig. And I'm washing it, no conditioner this time because I want to weigh it down with the products that I'm going to use to define the curls. It is very soft, 3B, 3C texture, and it can mimic people with looser natural hair. So to define the curls, I'm going to use my Pattern Beauty Jojoba hair serum. Hate it on my scalp, it makes me itch, but it's great on my natural hair and it's great on extensions as well. And that's why I'm using it. It's going to give me so much shine. And it's also going to prevent my gel from flaking. I am using my trusty Curly Magic gel by Uncle Funky's daughter. The curl stimulator with aloe is pretty much all aloe and water. And this gel does a fantastic job of defining the curls without adding weight. So all over the hair, really saturate the hair with the product, and I'm also going to go in between the strands and lightly finger detangle as I apply the product because it is mucousy and it just glides. Next up is the LOTTABODY Mousse. I'm gonna glide with this as well and thoroughly saturate my hair. I'm very generous with mousse. It's just a great product. I'm going to go ahead and brush my hair to define these curls and make them look a little bit more natural. The Curly Magic is going to keep my hair wet for as long as possible. It does take a while for it to dry, and that's excellent for me because then I won't have to re-wet my hair as I'm brushing it. It's just going to be good to go for the next, I don't know how long it takes, like 15 minutes for me to brush my hair out. But check out these curls. They are so juicy compared to how the hair looks fresh out of the packaging. And I always recommend that you wash your hair for sanitary reasons, obviously, but also so that you can manipulate your hair, manage your hair, and know what kind of hair you're dealing with. It's always a good idea to wash your hair, manipulate your hair, get to know your hair, and know how it's going to look long term. That initial look is only going to last until the first wash. So here is our juicy, juicy, juicy hair, very shiny, and I'm going to go ahead and let it dry. And I'm cutting the stabilizer, and I think it's pretty obvious that the roots are very straight. That's one thing I don't like about this hair, but it kind of works in my favor because of the method that I'm using. I have about 1.5 inches of straight hair here, so I'm going to go under and get 2 tracks. I'm going to apply the comb in the back and put the clips on, but I'm using the clips as combs, not as clips. I'm not clipping them down, I'm just sliding them in because I don't want to damage my hair. I am not going to have any bald spots in 2021, okay? And I'm getting that same section of the 2 tracks going under my middle braid and pulling through. So I do have 2 braids in the middle for the part, 1 for each side, of course, and I'm going to go under the braid, put the hair on it, and pull through. 2 tracks are enough for this, but if you need more hair, you can go ahead and add some more as needed. I just wouldn't recommend putting too much because you may run into a situation where you have too much hair in the part area and it looks way too wiggy and way too concentrated there. So that is all I'm doing for the part. It takes no time at all, like 10 minutes to do the entire thing, especially because this hair is very soft and easy to manage. So I don't have any friction, I don't have any resistance from the hair. I can just pull through even when I'm struggling. It's so easy to pull through and manage the hair and put it in place. Perfect. One thing that people have asked me in the past, because I have done this method on sew-ins, half wigs, full wigs to fake a closure, people ask me all the time, like literally 5 people, but they've asked me, hey, how do you do the back of the part? It's the same thing, okay? I'm going all the way around, and I'll just find an area to stick my hook in and then put the hair on top of the hook and pull through. That's literally all I do, just like you would if you were closing a full wig, which people don't really make them like they used to. I have not seen someone do a full wig tutorial like the sewing around method. It's been a while, but just like you would a wig, that's what I do, and this is what my hair is looking like. I'm gonna define the curls, zoom in on these curls because they look really nice and fluffy right now, and I am fluffing my hair out with an afro comb so that it can be big. There is a lot of volume. There is a lot. So mousse on the part area to set it in place so that it won't go anywhere, and that's all I do. It's very simple, guys. This is like a 10-minute job, and it looks great. Absolutely fantastic. I do appreciate the fact that the hair is in the color 1B because that's closer to my natural color, and it's 20 inches long, 150% density. This is the most dense 150% density wig that I've ever tried. But what I went ahead and did was redefine my curls off camera with the Curly Magic and mousse combination, and there is no flaking. It looks fantastic. That's why I love those products, because they're so lightweight. Anyway, I am done. Please let me know whether you like the super defined look or the lightly defined look, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye!